Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for clicking on this video. So in today's video I'm doing something very exciting. If you guys don't know, this is my favorite foundation that I have ever tried. This is the Maybelline 24-hour full coverage foundation. It's perfect for my skin tone in terms of the shade. I love how it wears. It's a bit on the matte side, but I always use like a dewy setting spray if I want something dewy for that day. So this other time I was in the shops minding my business and then I came across this, which is the concealer version of the foundation. So I was like, it's only natural for me to do a review of this on my channel, and I'm so excited because I finally got it. I actually saw this before lockdown, but during lockdown we were not allowed to buy cosmetic products. So after lockdown now, okay, not really, things have eased up a little bit, so we are allowed to buy cosmetic products. So I decided to get this and do a review on my channel. So right now it is 6:05 in the morning and I'm getting ready for work. So I was like, let me do the prep work, which is me applying the concealer on camera, and then after work I can come back and give you guys a proper review. So first up, I'm going to read a little bit about the foundation. I'm on the Maybelline website and this is what it says. It says Superstay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer is a lightweight, full coverage liquid concealer. This makeup bag essential provides a lasting transformation for the under eye area. And these are the benefits according to the website. No matter what's your agenda, look at Superstay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer to transform the look of your tired eyes. This full coverage yet lightweight concealer features a precise petal application that effortlessly glides the formula onto the skin for a smooth, seamless finish. Our under eye concealer is waterproof. It's waterproof, transfer, and smudge resistant. It lasts for up to 24 hours. Okay, so it says how to use. Using the applicator, apply the desired amount underneath the eyes and blend with your finger. I don't think I'll be doing that. Okay, maybe I can try it out. Okay, firstly I'm going to make sure to do every step like how I usually do my everyday foundation so that I can see exactly how this works. So first I'm going to take my Yardley moisturizer. This is what I like to wear as my moisturizer when I am wearing this foundation. Just gonna apply that all over the skin. Okay, then I'm gonna take my favorite foundation, which is the 24-hour Stay foundation from Maybelline, and I'm just gonna pump 2 pumps, okay, 1.5 at the back of my hand, and taking my brush from Take Lot, which I always use to apply foundation. Alright, so I have my foundation on, so now it's time for the concealer. This concealer actually retails for, I think it's, okay, I'm not sure how much it was, but I'll make sure to put it on the screen right here. And I bought it from Discam. This one is in the shade Honey 30 and it is 6 mils. So it comes in a cube like this and it's beautiful. I love it. Okay, I swear guys, I know I love like the foundation, but I won't be biased, I promise. So this is how it comes. I actually opened it already because I wanted to see how the applicator looks, and it did something like this. I am surprised because I thought I would have to squeeze it and then it would like pop up, you know. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but I didn't think I'd have an applicator for it. So I'm just gonna apply. So I dipped a little bit more of the concealer and I am gonna apply it on my under eyes and on my forehead. Okay. It has no scent to it. Yeah, just a tiny bit of a chemical smell, but that's alright. So for blending, I'm gonna take a wet beauty sponge and I'm gonna blend. So it is a really full coverage and it isn't moving around a lot. Okay. So I'm going to take my brush that I was using for foundation and I am going to blend the edges of the foundation. No, the edges of the concealer with my foundation. It's really full coverage and it is hard to blend, which is not negative, because usually products which are very easy to blend are not very full coverage. So I'm going to use my brush to blend out my chin, my forehead, and I usually leave my nose highlight so that it really becomes full coverage, and I just go in later on to blend it out. So I'm gonna take my favorite powder for setting, which is the LA Pogo powder. Like I said, you guys, all the other steps I'm keeping the same. The only thing I'm changing is the concealer. So I'm taking my beauty sponge and I'm just going in, making sure that there aren't any creases. I definitely think I could have gone a shade darker, but there weren't a lot of shades when I was at Discount Binders, and honestly I did think that this shade will be perfect. We'll see afterwards. Sponge on the other side, blend, keep that position and set. I have to say it's very sticky. Like my beauty sponge is not moving as freely. I'm gonna set my chin and I am gonna set my forehead. Okay, so you know what, let me just blend out my nose and then I'm gonna give you guys the lowdown. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit more of the concealer and I'm going to apply it on my upper lip. Okay, so now, you guys, I love how this looks. If you guys don't know or you guys can't see properly, let me just look up. I have a lot of creases underneath my eyes naturally, but this concealer has covered up all the creases. Not that you can't see it, but usually when I use a concealer, it doesn't really go into the creases, which is so weird because usually like concealers settle into the creases, but the ones that I use, they don't go into the creases, they just go on the other surfaces of my under eye, and I can usually see that in the crease it's like a bit bare because it's not as light as the other parts of my under eye. But this concealer has gone in everywhere. It has covered everything completely, and the powder that I used, I love it and I trust it, and having that on top of the concealer my under eyes look completely covered. It's still creasing, which is not the concealer, but my skin is creasing, but everything is fully covered. I'm sure you guys get it, but it's beautiful. I love it. It was a bit light, but I did manage to sort of tone it down using the Yardley powder. But this is so beautiful. Yeah, I love this concealer. Like from the first look, I really love how it looks. Look at me. Alright, so I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup. And I have 6 minutes to get out of this house. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and then I am gonna come to you guys afterwards. So this is the finished look. I really do feel like I did go a bit light, especially on camera. It does look a bit light, the concealer that I chose, but next time I would definitely use my Yardley powder to set it instead of my banana yellow, because banana yellow does add a bit of lightness to it as well. But in terms of how the concealer performs, I'm really happy with it. But the true test is going to be how it wears throughout the day. So I have to go now because I'm late, and I'll see you guys when I get back from work. So I'll see you guys later. Hi everyone. So I'm back from work and the time is now 16:02. So it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I have been wearing a mask all day, but my mask was from here upwards. I made sure that my mask didn't go anywhere near my under eyes. So now I am gonna really give you guys my thoughts on how the foundation wore throughout the day. Firstly, there's a lot of creasing around my mouth, my smile lines. I'm not sure if you guys can tell. And I'm also not sure if that speaks more on the concealer or the powder I was using or my setting method, but it is what it is. I have a lot of creases around my mouth. I also have a lot of creases on the areas around my nostrils. Okay, once again, I'm not sure if that speaks to the concealer, the powder, or my setting method. Now onto the under eyes, and there is no creasing underneath my eyes whatsoever, which I am so impressed by, because as you guys can see, I have a lot of creases underneath my eyes, but then the concealer did not settle in any of those creases whatsoever, which I'm really impressed about, because you know, concealer, that's really what I'm looking for the most. Because like, I don't want to be like looking at someone and be worried like, oh my gosh, is it creasing underneath my eyes? Because that's one of the worst things ever, including the smile lines. But I feel like that's very common, because a lot of people really do crease like around the mouth, and I can always bring a brush with me and then I can touch it up. But you know, I don't want to be doing that with my under eyes, because it can get a little bit touchy very quickly. So those are the things. Now I'm gonna go onto the website and like go over the things that they claim that the concealer does, and I'll be able to talk to you more, like say debunking them if I feel like they're not the case, and also like, you know, like showing them the props if it really is the case. Okay, so it says that it's supposed to be full coverage. That is a definite, because even when I look in the mirror like earlier on today, the concealer is so full coverage. It says it's lightweight, and that's true as well. It's not heavy underneath my eyes, even though it's so full coverage, but it's not heavy, and I don't feel like my face has tightened up. It's quite moisturizing as well, if I have to say, even though I did set it with the powder and it is a bit on the matte side, but I don't feel like my face is dry, especially like underneath my eyes and wherever I did apply the concealer. It also says that it features a precise petal applicator, which is true, you guys saw that earlier on, and it effortlessly glides. That's also true, it does effortlessly glide. However, the applicator doesn't really pick up a lot of product, and I'm not sure if that's negative. I think that's a good thing, because it's always easier to put on more and it's very hard to take away, you know, so that's also a good thing. And it says that onto the skin, it says glides the formula onto the skin for a smooth, seamless finish. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure if I'll say it's a smooth, seamless finish. But it is a good finish though, but I wouldn't say it's seamless. It says our under eye concealer is waterproof, transfer and smudge resistant. So we're gonna try that. So I'm just gonna take my hands. My hands are quite clean because whenever I get home I always wash my hands first thing. So my hands are clean. So I'm just gonna rub and see. I definitely feel like it's rubbing off. In terms of smudge resistant, I really don't know how I would test how a concealer is smudge resistant or not. And it says it lasts up to 24 hours. So this has been on from, what time was it when I think it was 6 o'clock. So it's been on for 10 hours now, because right now it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's been on for approximately 10 hours and it was still looking good before I rubbed it. So I feel like that can definitely be the case. It will definitely probably last you up to 24 hours, especially if you set it with a good powder. And you guys, okay, that's all that it claims to do. You guys, I am really so happy with this concealer. But like I said, a few things to note. I definitely need to go one shade darker, and I definitely need, if I'm like going to be using this shade, I definitely need to be setting it with a different powder, something that's way darker, because I feel like it's too light for me. And yeah, I can't be going around like this. Like the under eyes, I feel like that's fine, but around my mouth, and I usually set like my mouth, my upper lip with the same powder that I use for my under eyes, but today it just looks so stark white. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to take my brush. This is what I usually do when I'm out and about and I feel like my face is creasing. I just take my brush and I just like try to blend it. Alright guys, so that is pretty much it for today's video. It's definitely a big thumbs up for me. I'm so happy about this concealer, but I didn't have high hopes for it. So if you guys are interested in, like, you know, getting this concealer, I'm definitely sure you can get it from Discount for sure, because that's where I got it. I'm not sure if you can get it clicked, but I'll make sure to link it down below in the description box. Thank you so much you guys for watching. I'm so happy you tuned in. If you like reviews, go ahead and give the video a big thumbs up. Also, if you're new to my channel and you have not subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe before you leave, and also click the bell so that you guys can get post notifications. If you have something to contribute to the video in terms of your comments, you can always do that in the comment section down below. Thank you so much you guys for watching yet again, and I'll see you guys on the next one.